Look at this banana pepper. It's like perfect. Something funny about Dolly. Like if I play Monster on the ground, like and try to get her toes. Dolly, come here. I'll play Monster on the ground. Watch how she spreads her legs. Wait, let me get better shot. See? She spreads her legs out every time. Dolly, come here. Come here. See? I can't catch it. Wait a minute. Let me try to turn it around. If that works. Wait a minute. No, that didn't work.
Hey, watch
Wait a
this.
minute. See? She spreads her legs like that every time. Dolly, come here. Come here. Ready to play Monster on the ground? I don't know why she does that. So somehow I ended up with an excessive amount of orange going in here. Didn't actually mean to do that. I actually had some purple coneflowers planted underneath of this, and then that popped up wild, and they're so pretty I can't resist them. So I just let it grow, and the butterflies love them, so I just let it go. Figured it won't live forever, and the purple coneflowers will keep living after it's gone, and it's about done for it. When the leaves on it start doing this, that means the plant's almost done, and I can yank it out of there. But I'm gonna harvest all these marigolds because, like I said, I'm trying to save enough petals to make some more marigold wine. So I've had a really interesting week. Like something really horrible happened, and then something really wonderful happened that really fixed it. And oh my God, it's been like a roller coaster. And can't really talk about any of that. But wanted to say, like, a certain guy that's in Florida is dragging me into the Tiger King story because, not because he's trying to, just because I'm interested in stuff like that. And I thought I was not interested in stuff like that anymore, but turns out it's dragging me in. And it reminds me of another Florida story about a woman who owned a tropical bird. Well, actually it was a woman and a man who owned a tropical bird sanctuary, and they both disappeared. And this was maybe a decade before the Tiger King thing started happening, at least as far as the disappearance of Don Lewis. And what else did I have to say? I got some more zucchini I'm gonna pickle, and what else am I doing? I'm still working on my bat ball. I got the bat carved, but no detail into it yet, and I'm gonna get really into the detail of making a horseshoe bat. And it's kind of a funny thing at first. The horseshoe bat, at the beginning of this year when the pandemic started, when I found out that it was a horseshoe bat, I would look at pictures of them, and their face to me just looked ridiculous. It just looked like mush. But now, when I look at them, I see all the detail, and I'm pretty sure that I could just draw one now after I've looked at them so many times. I'm pretty sure that I could just draw one now without even having a picture, just freehand. And that's what I'm gonna do, is actually pencil it onto the ball. But I have to carve its face first because its face is gonna be closer than its, wings and body. So I have to carve it first. It's kind of like another project made of plaster that I'm working on. And I don't, if you're wondering why it takes me so long to do those things, is like I have to work, obviously, and it's a hobby. It's not like, it's not like my job. God, I wish it was. I love doing these things. And the same with out here. This is just a hobby. And somebody told me one time I should do something with my gardening talent And I'm like, I have no idea where to even take that. You know, like what direction do I go in with that? Because I have so many interests. I mean, I have interest in food preservation. I have interest in herbs and spices. I have interest in all edible plants. I have interest in foraging. I have interest in so many things having to do with plants and food that it would be hard for me to decide. In fact, like I've tried to decide what direction I want to take that in before and couldn't do it. I can't believe how many marigolds are out here. This is almost stunning. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of marigolds. I mean, a lot of marigolds after I pick them all. And I'm gonna pick every one of these. And these, are the bees on the marigolds or are they on the... Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait until it gets almost dark to do it and the bees won't be here anymore because they're getting pollen from them and I don't want to interrupt their pollen gathering. But, you know, and you can see all the buds like that right there. So there'll be more tomorrow. So when they come back tomorrow, there'll be more for them. But I'm going to wait. Ooh, it's sprinkling a little bit. Just a little bit of sprinkling going on here. Okay, so I'll tell you my current thoughts on Tiger King. And by the way, I did not do this. That's how cedarwood is, and those are all the way around it. And there's nowhere really to, you know, if you look up on YouTube making a carving out of cedarwood, and look at all the people carving stuff out of cedarwood, it's all cracked up. Even the finished ones. I mean, they're just, I mean, you can fill it, which I might do. I actually am going to paint the bat with a mixture of red ochre and yellow paint because I have a pot of red ochre after I get it done because they're kind of like a reddish yellow colored naturally, like the horseshoe bats. But anyways, what I was going to, oh, and you know, I'm slowly getting this rounded off. It's very extremely hard wood. And a lot of work, and like I worked on it for 2 days and my arms actually hurt from running the sanders and the grinders. It's like, oh my god, it's really hard. It's really hard wood. And so my opinion on Tiger King, I've never watched the Netflix series, and the only thing I've read about it so far is the Wikipedia about Carol Baskins and the Wikipedia about Don Lewis and the Wikipedia about Tiger King. And what else did I read? Oh, I read the Charlie Project missing persons thing about Don Lewis and tried to look on NamUs, but thank you NamUs for making it so complicated that when I'm on my phone I can't find your search engine because you have so many links on Google to your stupid website. You know what? NamUs has got under my nerves from the very beginning, and they're a really great organization, but from the very beginning, it's a long story, but they've just in more than one ways got under my skin. But you know, if you try to search them, you can search their missing database and their unidentified database if you're not a law enforcement officer. And they've made it so difficult to find it. And I don't know why they're doing that. If they don't want people to look on it, I have no idea. But I just wanted to know what the t-shirt was that Don Lewis was wearing, because one of the listings says it's a t-shirt from Kmart, and I'm like, okay, that's real descriptive there, okay. You know, and I wanted to know what kind of a t-shirt it was, what was on it, you know, if anything, if it was just a regular, just white t-shirt, colored t-shirt, what color was it, anything at all. But I can find that out on my own. But my opinion so far about the story, and I know nothing, next to nothing about it, just looking at it superficially, just seems like to me like Don Lewis wanted to leave, and it seems like he disappeared on purpose. And he's gonna end up being one of those cases where they find him like living in some other country with another wife. Because guys like him, I'll tell you right now, they're never happy with the one they're with, and they do stuff to leave them, and then they get married again right away because they're stupid. And they're actually never happy with anybody. And they don't realize that, and they'll marry woman after woman after woman after woman because they just do that, you know? I don't know. I've seen so many guys like that. There's nothing wrong with being single, guys. I mean, God, I've been single for, geez, I don't even know how many. Oh, I have never been married. Well, that's so funny. But I've been single, though, without even a boyfriend for a really long time. But I've never been married. I don't have any kids. I only have my squashes here. Those are my kids right there. And so that's my opinion about Don Lewis so far. But that might change. Stay tuned. I wanted to show y'all this. I'm thinking about harvesting these, but I gotta look it up if it's okay to use these newer bay tree leaves, and I'm gonna dry them, and I'm gonna harvest some basil later. But I don't know if it's like if they have as much flavor, but what I wanted to show you was this horrible rust. This is more new leaves there. But see all the rust on this? It's like a rust fungus. But anyways, it says online that you can get rid of this with a mixture of aspirin. It says uncoated aspirin and water. These ones look pretty good there. I might take those ones too. Uncoated aspirin and water. And I don't know. That's what it says. And so I'm gonna try it. I don't know what it'll do. But I don't know where you can get uncoated aspirin at. Like uncoated aspirin? It seems like all the ones at the store always say they're coated, you know, that's for your stomach safety, but I don't buy aspirin, so I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna try it to get rid of this. I've been wondering forever. I'm like, there's gotta be something. Look how bad this is right there. And that's rust. Hey, I forgot to tell you guys that Elias Pendergrass got sentenced to 10 years for the arson fire there in Oregon. I think he deserves a lot more than that, probably. He probably doesn't think so, or maybe he does. You know, they still haven't said why he did it. It burned, I think it said 350 acres of a private property. So I'm wondering if it was some kind of dispute. But it burned some government land too, but not as much. So that makes me wonder if it wasn't some sort of, there's my toe in there. No, it won't show up in the video. I'm always getting my feet in the videos. But I'm glad he's going bye-bye. And it said after he gets out of prison, he has to have 3 years of supervision. I would say he needs eternal supervision. If it was up to me. People like that are just sick to do something like that. Not only killing the trees, but killing all the animals in the forest too, and causing, you know, firemen to go have to endanger their lives, and causing people to have breathing problems. And I mean, just what an awful thing to do, really. But that's it.